Welcome to Romania. The main gateway to Romania is the International Autopan Airport Henri Coandă. As some of you may not know, Henri Coandă was a famous Romanian engineer and researcher, had a significant contribution in developing the air-reactive propulsion for plane engines. Nowadays, most of the long Korea plants benefit from his type of engine. On your way from the airport towards downtown, looking all around, you will understand why Bucharest is considered to be one of the most charming European cities. On your right, you'll remark Romexpo, our national exhibition pavilion with impressive outdoor facilities. This place is fully solicited all year long. Now you just passed the National Village Museum, a unique cultural site by its nature in this part of the world. The Triumph Arch has a very unique and proportional dimension in its design. It was built in 1922. We are sure that you'll notice the large avenues where you'll discover both the old and the modern architectural styles. We enter now the Victory Square. The big building on your left houses the government. Another famous touristic objective is the Royal Palace Square. It is so paradoxical to see in the same place the Romanian monarchy sacred foundation, the Royal Palace with all its symbols, the Romanian Athenaeum, the University Library and the former headquarters of the Communist Party, just from here. The anti-communist revolution started in December 1989. Some other interesting buildings are the National Theatre and the University of Bucharest. This is the Union Square, and from here you enter the famous old city of Bucharest. In the background, you cannot miss the Palace of the Parliament, the second largest administrative building in the world. We have just arrived at the National Library. This new state-of-the-art building is prepared to host the WIPO external office. Romania, an European Union member state, registered in the last 5 years a steady GDP growth from 3% to 5.7% in 2016. The copyright-based industry's contribution to that is about 6%. The small and medium-sized SMS sector is a major component of the private industry of Romania, and therefore the potential of the intellectual property system could and should be better capitalized. So, an improved governance of this strategic domain and, in particular, the fight against counterfeiting and privacy should be amongst the first priorities.
Bitdefender, a Romanian-born global high-technology company, has the innovation in its DNA. Today, over 500 million users worldwide, from private individuals to the employees of the world's largest organizations, are relying on Bitdefender technologies for their security. Over 75 patents have been filed by the Bitdefender engineering teams for groundbreaking technologies. We are very proud to continue over the time the efforts of Professor Stefano Dobleja, the Romanian inventor of cybernetics. If an external office of WIPO will be opened in Bucharest, we are ready to support its activity by sharing our experience and expertise.
In our region, the gaming industry had a real boom in the last few years. Our specialists use their brains in designing the products, and they feel the need that their knowledge and creativity be respected and protected. We will be among the first ones to welcome the opening of WIPO external office in our country, being sure that it will contribute to the protection of our trademarks and copyright. Only doing so we can better fight together against piracy in our domain of activity.
Good and clear regulations against counterfeiting and privacy are also required by the creative industry.
I was very happy to learn that the government of Romania has submitted an offer to host in Bucharest a WIPO external office. As a composer and performer, I can understand the importance of having the knowledge of WIPO at our disposal and to be able to participate and contribute with proposals and suggestions for an improved legal environment for creative arts, both in Romania and, of course, in our region. We do consider that the protection of copyright is essential for the development in our specific artistic domain.
I know that our National Copyright Office is working on a permanent basis with WIPO. Despite the fact that I'm for many years now in the showbiz industry, I still feel the need to better know the international regulation in my area activity. Even my domestic and international theatre and movie schedule is tight. I am prepared to attend different kinds of meetings on the topic if these meetings will take place in Romania.
Romania has a long-standing tradition for inventions and innovations. Many researchers and engineers participate every year in Geneva International Exhibition of Inventions. On these occasions, WIPO assists us to organize a roundtable aimed to make them more acquainted with the specialized services the organization is able to keen to provide them with. Still, not few of them would prefer to have such kind of assistance and consultancy closer to their workspace.
I am very glad to better benefit from WIPO expertise. I was one of the Romanian inventors who have been presented at the last March International Exhibition from Geneva. In the same time, other exciting experience for me, it was also in Geneva when I was present at the round table organized by WIPO's Transition and Developed Countries Department. We learn how to look for financing our invention and seek funding for our research.
The Extreme Light Infrastructure Nuclear Power Research Centers, ELINP, is a crucial scientific project in our region. It comprises a huge volume of new technologies and invention. It will also contribute to the sustainable development of Romania and will be part of our strategy to achieve the 2030 Agenda Sustainable Development Goals.
The new center will be operational in 2019. The scientific program contains fundamental research and applied research. A lot of technologies which will be transferred to the economy, to private sector, in such a way that ELINP will have a big impact on society.
Education is a priority for each country. IP education is essential for the young generation. Romania attaches a lot of importance to this domain.
Here, in Romania, we make a lot of efforts to introduce the intellectual property values in the basic education. In this regard, we have already started an in-depth program on IP teaching, and we have elaborated a curriculum for a course at high school level approved by Minister Order. The pilot project is implemented within several high schools, and it seems this ambitious program is for the moment among the first ones in the world. Our goal is to expand this practice at national level and, why not, even at regional one, with the assistance of the external office of WIPO in Bucharest.
Our university is an active promoter of intellectual property, and we have developed various courses in our curricula related to this topic that we are proud of. We have long-lasting cooperation with our IP authorities as well as with WIPO, being involved and supporting the organization of various national or regional seminars or roundtables in the field. We are ready in any moment to engage with the WIPO experts from Bucharest office for the better promotion and protection of the intellectual property domain in the entire region.
There is a saying, there is no present and future without the past. We have to value and take advantage from our traditional knowledge. The National Village Museum, Dimitri Gusti, is the place where one could reflect at that saying. The establishment of the WIPO EO in Bucharest will not impose any additional financial burden on member states other than the approved budget allocation. As you already may notified, the office locations offers excellent conditions to provide WIPO services of quality at affordable costs. For example, according to the WIPO Secretariat, the Post-Adjustment Index, data of July 15, 2013, for Romania is 122.8, the lowest compared to the other possible hosting countries. AAS for HQ is 195.9. There will be no rental costs. The functioning of the office will benefit from the permanent support offered by our national IP authorities, including the efforts to raise some extra funding for different programs and projects. They will be seeking also for in-kind contributions for the private sector, non-governmental entities or other stakeholders.
The allocation of a WIPO external office in Bucharest is not necessarily a matter of prestige for Romania, but rather a necessity for our region. Creativity is a feature very present in our country and region, maybe due to different shortages we encountered during our millenary history, as well as during the tough years of communist regime. We had to think at and invent solutions for our needs. Too many times our refuge has been in culture. This is the strong reason we need to better protect and encourage culture and arts, the patrimony and the creative potential of the region. We are very proud to host the WIPO external office in our state-of-the-art building belonging to the National Library.
Finally, after a couple of days in Bucharest for WIPO activities, one should definitely consider spending at last one more day outside the capital city. Do not hesitate to visit the Prahova Valley. It is just 1 hour away from Bucharest, by car or by train. Taste the food and the wines of the region. In the end, we do hope that our presentation convinced you all why we, the teachers, researchers, inventors, business people, IP specialists from Romania and not only, really need a WIPO presence in Bucharest, Romania.